Okay guys, welcome back. Right, this is a continuation from shading. So this is lesson 3.2 and we're going to just reshade our pig in a different style. Now we're going to use sort of a Toon shader look to make it look more two-dimensional and cartoonish in nature. Okay, so we have our standard texturing from the last one still laid out. We're going to go ahead and remove that for our pig. I'm just going to select all of that. Just go ahead and just delete it, remove everything. Okay, so there's a few other new textures we're going to lay in place. So once again, Shift A on the keyboard while you're down in the materials list. We're going to look at a Fresnel this time. It's F, R, E. There it is there. Grab one of them, drop it in place. Now I'm also going to use a color ramp. So Shift A again, click on that and go ahead and look up color ramp. Drop it in place. I'm going to just zoom in, maybe collapse this a little bit more so you guys can see this a bit better. The next one I'm going to use is material output. So Shift A again, start typing it in, and material output. All right. Now we're just going to link everything all up together again, like so. All right. So this is what we're going to be started getting. We're getting these little weird sort of outlining stuff. So there's a bit of playing around with the color ramp that's going to give us our desired Toon look. So in our color ramp, where our black is, I'm going to actually switch the location of the black and white. I'm going to bring the white forward. And I'm going to send the black back. Okay, not too far back because we want to set that black outline look. So that's what we're getting so far. Now it happens pretty quickly. There it is. Now we're going to just start adding some colors. Now with our colors, we're just going to actually add it directly inside our color ramp. Now adding a color, just hit the plus symbol. Now placing it where you want, I'm going to put it right next to the white. I'm going to go ahead and change that to the sort of start of our piggy pink. I'm going to bring it in. Probably some darker colors, darker pink. That's a bit fuchsia, right about there. Okay, I'm going to add another one in. I'm going to put that next to that, like so. I'm going to change that and make it a little bit darker. And like so. And maybe add another one in there as well. Put that one next to it and just make that even darker. You can just use that just to add a little bit more darkness to it. Okay, so there we go. We're starting to get that sort of toonish look. Now where the white is, if you want to get rid of that completely and put a very sort of faint pink in there, you'll get that look. And there it is, our little Toon shader. Looks a bit cartoonish. Once again, it's all about stylizing. There's no right or wrong with this. It's just about what little desired look that you want to get. Something a little bit more different. Now what you want to be looking at is using solid colors. So for example, for like the sky or the terrain or whatever, you might want to use just solid actual color. So on our plane here, I'm going to click on the plane and I'm just going to add a new one. Now with this, it's a really relatively easy one. I'm going to just zoom out. I'm just removing my principal BSDF. Get rid of that completely, just delete it. And Shift A on the keyboard, and what I'm looking for is a RGB. That's it. So all I'm doing, typing in is R, G, and then B, and then we're looking for the RGB. We just drop that in place. This is just going to give us one solid color. It doesn't interact with lighting or anything like that. It's just a solid color. Make it whatever color you want. I'm just going to make it, oh, I don't know. Let's make it like a grassy color, green. There we go. Not too bad. Like that. And there it is. And so when we actually start making the terrain, you might be looking at doing stuff like that as well. Possibly for clouds, you can just use the piggy texture that we have here, this Toon shader texture on the ground. Now I will show you what it looks like on flat surfaces. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy what I've done over here. So okay, Control C, click on my plane, get rid of everything, and then Control V. Now instead of pink, I'm going to go ahead and change this to the colors that were green. Start adding in some of the coloring. Just zoom a little bit closer. Alright, just zoom out there so you can start seeing things. There we go. So that is what it would look like if you use the same sort of principle or the same sort of texturing technique that you used on the pig on a terrain. Now this is what it looks like on a flat terrain. When we actually end up sculpting in terrain in the next session, you're obviously going to get more dynamic bends and curls, and you'll see more of that black outlining. Now if I tilt it, you can see it that's already starting to take form. So once you put some more three-dimensional aspects to it, you'll get that desired Toon look as well. Alright guys, that will be it for this one. This was a short one, but yeah, there's some a little bit different than the previous one. So you might want to give that one a try. Alright guys, thanks for that, and I'll catch you on the next one.